it's the greatest job in government. You show up to the office once a month and you say, let's see, flip a coin. And everybody talks about you like you're a god. Oh, what will he do? I mean, before, the guy used to walk into my office, he was like begging, he was fine.
But you did talk about, you talked about removing him once.
I did, because he was keeping the rates too high.
Yeah.
And I was right.
And you would do that again?
In fact, he actually dropped them too much when I did this, because I said I was threatening to terminate him. There was a question as to whether or not you could.
Welcome back to the YouTube channel. In today's video, we are going to be answering this question. Is Kaspa only going up from here, or are we to expect another dump? Now, what has been happening in this market, and after Donald Trump lifted some of the tariffs, mostly to the nations that did not retaliate, we saw the stock market really rise.
They are dying to make a deal. Please, please, sir, make a deal. I'll do anything. I'll do anything, sir. And then I'll see some rebel Republican, some guy that wants to grandstand, say, I think that Congress should take over negotiations. Let me tell you, you don't negotiate like I negotiate.
S&P 500 soared 9.5%, which is really historical after Trump limited some of the tariffs. But I don't think that this is the only thing that is going to be the catalyst for us to get the bull market that we want. There is more information to this pump. Now stick around until the end of this video, and I am going to be explaining in great detail what to expect. We saw the price of Kaspa also pump from 0.05 straight to 0.06. This is something that is massive. Actually, the price of Kaspa went from 0.053. It was almost breaking that 0.5 zone, and it pumped all the way to 0.07. Currently, the price of Kaspa is at 0.066. And what should we be expecting? Are we going to expect the markets to go lower, or are we going to expect the price of Kaspa to go high? And just to be clear, this is not short-term speculation. I'm going to be analyzing on how this could impact the prices of most of the cryptocurrencies and even stocks in the long term. Now, one of the things that is really interesting is that the data that we are waiting on for March has come out, and inflation has dropped to 2.4% for the month of March, which is lower than expected. The expected inflation was 2.5%, but it came out as 2.4, which is really good for us to get the interest rates cut. And the core CPI inflation has fallen below 3%, the lowest since March 2021. So I think now the Fed has to cut rates, which is something that is obvious with Trump tariffs. With inflation going down, I think the Fed should be cutting rates. Now let me know what you think in the comment section. Should the Fed cut rates now, or should they wait until later? Now, one thing that is interesting is that the Fed on April 7th had a closed board meeting on April 7th, 2025. Now, what they discussed in this meeting is something that we don't know about, but there might be some insider information that led to the rise of the S&P 500 9.5%. I don't believe that this 9.5% in the stock market was triggered by only Trump lifting some of the tariffs. I think Wall Street has the data, Wall Street has some insider information, and that is why they pumped the market so hard. So answers about what was discussed in this closed board meeting on April 7th is something we have to really keep an eye on. Plus, we're also seeing a really good news from the crypto industry, especially in the United States. And we have Bo Hines, who said congratulations to Paul Atkins on his confirmation as chairman of the SEC. We look forward to working together to make the United States the crypto capital of the world. We know that the previous SEC chair was Gary Gensler, who did not provide regulatory clarity. He provided regulation by enforcement, which was really bad for the industry because it stagnated the crypto industry in the United States. But now you have a pro-crypto SEC chair who is Paul Atkins. I think this is going to be really massive for crypto, and this is going to be massive for most of the cryptocurrencies some of them which are based in the United States, even for those who are not based in the United States, because cryptocurrency is about freedom and Bitcoin is decentralized, permissionless, stateless. That same thing applies to Kaspa. Kaspa is also decentralized the same way as Bitcoin, stateless, proof of work, no pre-mines, which was fairly launched. All the features, I think everybody knows how Kaspa is decentralized. Now, looking at the price of Kaspa, what should we expect? What I was looking before, because the markets now, they seem bipolar. One day they're in depression, the next day everybody is euphoric. But what I can expect from these markets from now, I think we have to be really, really cautious, because every day we have really good news, sometimes we have bad news, and let's see what is going to happen. Before Trump announced pausing the tariffs, I expected the price of Kaspa to really fall to 0.04. But because of Trump lifting off and providing a 90-day pause on tariffs, I think if nothing happens negatively in terms of the announcements, I could see the price of Kaspa climbing way to 0.09. And if good news come out, if the Fed decides to cut rates by April or May, I think we could see the price of Kaspa going to 0.13 all the way to 0.15 for the short term. Now, most people think that this price analysis is everything that is going to happen in this bull market. What is going to happen in the bull market, I think, is going to be massive. After everything clears out, after the crescendo hard fork, after everything in the geopolitical, in the macroeconomic space align for the markets, I think we are going to see very, very big pumps. For now, I think we just have to look at the short-term trades. For the people who want to trade, we could see some really good up movement if Donald Trump doesn't come out and say something negative, because Donald Trump wants to talk, and when he talks, it really affects these markets. Now, let's see what happens. If you like the video, don't forget to hit the like and don't forget to subscribe, and let me know what you think about these tariffs, what you think about the Federal Reserve cutting interest rates, and what do you think about this closed board meeting that happened in closed doors on April 2025. So thank you so much and see you in another video. Take care.